Hey, welcome to another episode of the DVO Show. We are in the DVO studio with my friend, Mr. Will Wiggins. How you doing, Will?
Pretty good.
Awesome. So Will's here today because we're actually going to help him promote an event coming up. But Will is the founder of the Utah Veterans Alliance, and they have an event coming up in September 2018. So just in case you catch this episode in the future, you know when it is. But we'll talk about this event at the end. I want to talk a little bit more about the Utah Veterans Alliance and tell me a little bit of why you started it. And you served in the Marine Corps, is that right?
That's correct.
So thank you for your service, my friend.
Yeah,
I know I've thanked you in the past, but I continue to thank you. I actually am a big fan, and I love the veterans. I come from a lineage of veterans in my family. So quick shout out to a lot of my family. They served in the Navy and in the Air Force. My grandpa served in the Air Force. I have cousins in the Air Force. My dad and his brother served in the Navy, and a lot of my mom's cousins served in the Navy. And you know, they actually came from the Philippines, but they served for the U.S.
That's amazing.
And along with my grandfather too, on both sides of my family. So tell me, Will, why did you start the Utah Veterans Alliance?
Well, okay. So first off, I want to, thank you for, talking about my service. A lot of people, they don't really recognize military too much or veterans, and so that means a lot to me. But,
of course.
And definitely that your family, they've served, and that means a lot to me as well. My whole family as well is been to war, except my mom and my sister.
Wow.
Even my grandma, she was an Army medic. So
wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
But,
okay. During World War II?
So she was in the Korean War.
The Korean War.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
that's right. And so I'm 35 years old.
Okay.
I have a 10-year-old daughter, and I'm single. But
Single ladies.
but anyway, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my upbringing and things like that, but because I came a long ways away from the Utah Veterans Alliance and coming up with this, but I've never had a lot in my life. I've had to work for everything that I have, and I'm so grateful that I grew up that way, because you learn to appreciate
100%.
Yeah. It's I've known a lot of people that have been born with a golden spoon in their mouth, so to speak, but everything I've had, I've worked for. So.
And you appreciate it more, like you were saying.
Yes, definitely. And so, I was actually a long ways away from actually wanting to do something like this, because I always thought that people that, have money or that want to have their own business, or they usually just turn into something that they forgot that they were. They forget about their standards and everything, and that's what I didn't want to do. But so I actually got a late start in the Marine Corps. I joined when I was 25.
Oh, that is late, because most people do it like right out of high school, right?
Right.
I guess majority.
Exactly.
Okay. So were you not interested when you were coming out of high school?
So I was, but a lot of the branches that I tried to join, they ended up like telling me a bunch of bogus lies and things like that.
Okay.
And so slowly, once I had time to test for the ASVAB, I basically was like, okay, well, I don't really care about this, so I kind of bombed the test.
What's that ASVAB?
So it's the test that you take to actually enlist into the military.
Oh wow!
And you have to have a certain amount, a certain score on there to even get in, to be considered. And then you've got to go through other, tests and things like that. But so I actually started out in the construction field. When I was 10 years old, ever since me and my brother were young, we never played much, but we would always have to go work out in the yard, pull dandelions, doing things like that. And so we didn't really get to know what it's like to have a childhood.
All right.
Kind of matured.
Did you grow up on a farm?
No, I didn't grow up on a farm,
Okay.
but I did graduate off of a farm.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, it was an interesting, experience. I always thought that, when you're young, you gotta go work and then you can play.
Okay.
And so,
Same. I grew up the same way. Yeah.
right. So, and I don't know. It was an interesting experience, and I just from then on I had a paper route job, and then when I was in high school I was working full time,
Okay.
helping my grandma pay for rent. Plus I was, I played sports in high school,
Okay.
and I even paid for my own sports, my clothes, things like that. So.
It's funny, man. Same thing. I had a paper route. My dad helped me with a paper route, and
Nice.
I was working since I was a young age too.
Mhm.
And I can't. I was helping my dad work, and I get paid $2 a day. But man, when I went to 7-Eleven though, I felt like I could buy anything I wanted. Back then. So that's funny. Very, very similar. Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy though, because I went to junior high at a school that had about 500 kids in the class.
Okay.
And then I moved to another part of the state, which had 300 kids out of the whole school.
Wow.
So it was going from nobody knows you to everybody knows your name.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Small town.
Yeah, exactly.
Where was it at?
So first I grew up at, in Salt Lake.
Okay.
And I went to Granite Park Junior High. Well, I ended up having to go live with my grandma, and she lived in Scipio, Utah.
Oh, Scipio. Okay.
Which is like population 300 or 400.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I stopped there on my way to Vegas, right? To get gas. So.
Yeah, when you blink, you miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going up the summit, you already missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know exactly where that is. Okay. Interesting.
So, yeah, but.
So where did I don't know if it's military or marine come to mind?
So I've been working construction for 8 years. I was doing heavy equipment for about 5-6 years.
Okay.
And I had always wanted to serve. Like I said, it was in our blood. It was in my family's blood.
That makes sense.
So I was like, you know what? I want to check out a branch that, I'm going to give it another chance, but I'm going to check out the Marine Corps. And
Okay.
I'm like, I must be out of my mind to want to join the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Because in the other branches you got to be a little insane, but in the Marine Corps you got to be a lot insane
All right.
to join it. So yeah, I ended up joining. I was 25 when I went into boot camp.
Okay.
And with
Did you feel out of place at your age?
Yes,
or?
I did.
Okay. Did you feel like you were like the old man and
completely
the bunks or what?
Yeah, so we had fun games we would play.
All right.
We would play. And I always, I hated playing them. I'd actually kind of gap them off a little bit, but then I really caught on to, all about the spirit of Corps and, honor, courage, commitment. And, I really started noticing that, hey, wow, I really can mature more than, than what I ever thought. I mean, Marine Corps really changed me as a person, and professionally, and the way I carry myself,
That's good.
I really think that there's, honor, courage, commitment. There's a lot,
Yeah.
Anybody can say that they know that, but it's to really do it, regardless of the outcome.
So let's say this: you said your daughter's 10.
Yes.
And if she told you, she said, "Hey, Dad, I want to enlist," you okay with that or not okay with that?
So I've actually had this question a few times.
Okay.
And I think that I've come around and I've learned to accept that, if that is her passion, then I need to support her.
Okay.
and anything she wants to do. But I already have, you know, a GI Bill, so
All right.
if she wants to go to school, you know, I can already somewhat pay for her school.
Okay. But if she had a calling for
But
it,
if she, if she really wanted to join the military, I would totally support her.
Okay.
That would be, I would still not lighten up on her at all.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Or anybody she chose to like be around.
All right.
In the male figure area.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're there. Where did you go when you enlisted? You're from Utah. Where did you go?
Yeah. So my first duty station. Okay. So boot camp was MCRD San Diego.
Okay.
Then
Yes.
MCT was in Camp Hamilton.
Okay.
Marine Corps training. It was a total of about 5 months, give or take a little more. And then after that, I get to go to my schoolhouse, which was in Fort Lost in the Woods, or Leonardwood, Missouri.
Okay.
And that's where you learn about your job, and you learn a lot of things about the pieces of gear. So I got my job occupation, and it was a 1345 AG operator.
Okay.
And so operating heavy equipment, fixing roads, and
because you had experience with that, with the heavy equipment from
and
we'll call it the farm days.
right. And but the funny thing is, I had never ran any farm equipment.
Okay.
So that's the pretty interesting thing, because I had always looked at these pieces of gear and I'm like, hey, what is that? Like, what's this tram or what's this front loader? But I've never really operated it, but I was curious about it, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so,
God, silence your phone, Will.
I thought it did. Oh, Mexico's calling me again.
Oh.
See? Mexico. So I apologize. I thought that I actually muted that, but so anyway, my first duty station was Okinawa, Japan. I asked 20 states. So I got what I wanted.
Okay. So in Japan.
Yeah, so no, but Okinawa was amazing, you know.
All right.
Got to be out there for few years, and then, you know, I was supposed to go to Thailand, Philippines, and Australia, and they're like, oh no, you're gonna go to Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. And so, you know, at that time I was like, all right, my training really needs to kick in.
Okay.
You know? I mean, this is serious.
Yeah, I was about to say that because you felt like, okay, that's a pretty serious area.
Right.
What year is this?
So this is 2009 at the time.
2009, okay.
Yeah, and this is when we, you know, get our orders and everything. So we got to do our checking out and getting ready for pre-deployment training. That's in 29 Palms, California, where you get your life. And you know, definitely got to be hydrated. But yeah, ended up, you know, going through that, passing the training, and then went to Helmand Province in Afghanistan. And
wow.
I encountered a lot of interesting missions and, you know, experiences. For one, life-changing experiences.
What's one of the most memorable?
So there's several, but there was this one where, you know, I was on this convoy, and you know, me and my friends were just cruising through the, you know, we kind of got off track a little bit, and, you know, we're like, hey, you know, we got to get up to the VIX up there, you know.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, like, I was like, you know, my buddies all, hey, you know, wouldn't it be cool if we got blown up, you know? And I was like, no.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
cool.
That doesn't sound cool.
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
You know, I got a family. I would like to have a normal life. And so, but we were just cruising, and, you know, I seen something in the road, and I said, hey, veer left. And he veered left, but it was too late. And, you know, all I remember is just waking up, and my head was killing me.
So did you run over did you get blown up?
Yeah, so we got hit by an IED.
Wow.
And at that time, my head was killing me and just ringing, and
Are you still like buckled into your chair or your seat?
But then, I could hear, these rounds going off at our Vic, or by our Vic, and I was just like, this is it,
So they're firing down on you.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Are these like the insurgents? They're just kind of like.
Yeah,
these are high ground
these are the
or
Taliban.
Okay.
And I have no idea where they were.
Tell me the terrain.
It was actually a flat terrain.
Like desert flat terrain.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are just cruising.
It's just sand.
And
There's
you said veer left.
Paved road.
So it's just sand. Because you saw something in the road.
Yes.
What did it look like? Just like a piece of metal.
It was shiny.
Okay, so you're like, hey, veer left.
Yeah.
Too late,
Yeah.
and you don't remember anything after that. But you wake up.
I wake up.
Still buckled into your seat.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Vehicle turned over, or
no? Vehicle was there, but it wasn't all in one piece.
Oh wow!
Tire was off. Internal damage, things like
that.
I mean, lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was thinking, this is a dream.
Wow.
There's no way that this can be real.
Yeah.
Because. I started hearing, but then I started having ringing in my ears, and my head was just killing me. And I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And like I said, I heard the rounds going off, and then boom, I was out. I thought I thought that was it. I'm dead.
Wow. So you hear shots. Do you hear them hitting the vehicle too?
Yeah, I can hear the.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you pass out again.
Yeah, I'm just out. And then when I woke up, I was in medical, laying on the bed.
Wow.
Just looking at, the corpsman, just like in disbelief. Like,
how many guys were with you in the vehicle? Were you in a Hummer?
No. So it was an up-armored 7-ton.
Okay.
So a diesel.
Okay.
But it was up-armored, and
right.
We were carrying cargo and things like that.
Okay.
To, I believe it was Camp Marja, Camp Hansen. It was one of those bases out there, it's a FOB, a forwarding operating base. So, and so that's basically.
Wow. How many guys were with you in the vehicle?
So there was just me and my driver.
Okay.
So I was the vehicle commander. He was the driver.
Okay. So how was he? Was he okay too?
So he was fine. He had a little bit of concussion in his head, but other than that, he was fine. He I think he suffers a little from PTSD, but.
Okay, so he got PTSD from that.
Yeah.
He was physically fine, but he got a little bit of PTSD. How about you? You were physically fine too.
Yeah, I have PTSD.
Okay.
But I'm definitely. I could be worse off. There's a lot of other brothers and sisters that have lost their limbs and arms, and and so I'm very blessed.
Yeah, you are.
It's a very humbling experience to, experience that.
Yeah. And did you ever find out what happened? Like, did someone come rescue you guys?
Yeah. So we were told that so the corpsman and the other other convoy came out to they heard the explosion, came down. And that's what they said. They, came to pull us out, and I guess they get airlifted.
Oh, so you were airlifted?
Yeah.
Did they say what happened to the Taliban? Like they chased them off? Or
killed them.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was,
good.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So you suffered PTSD then?
Yes.
Tell me, like during 4th of July fireworks, that affects you or not really? Because it's coming, or.
So yeah, it did. For the longest time, fireworks actually did get to me. My friends and things, they used to laugh at me and think that it was kind of funny. And even this girl I was dating at the time, she would notice I would like be hiding in the house or hitting the deck, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm just you're there, but you're not. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I mean. you actually saying that makes it easy to explain, right? It's hard to explain. We can't, we can't understand.
You have to experience it to explain it.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got, you know, a lot of friends that have, you know, been involved in IED explosions and things like that.
I mean, how are you now? Still same situation or better?
It's better, but I'm put on mood meds and things like that.
Okay.
High doses of mood relaxer or medicine, things like that. Just venlafaxine, Diabolox, and I've moved my prescriptions up so many times. But you know, I have to take it to function. Otherwise, I have some outbursts and things like that. And
so to this day, then.
Yeah.
It's not just like around the.
No.
Independence Days.
No.
Every day you have to kind of deal with that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
So and you know it was every single day that we would experience. You know, we would get mortared in the morning and the afternoon. You know, it was on a constant road. I mean, it was never ending. You know.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so.
Well, we're glad you're here, man.
Yeah.
Glad you made it through that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just laying there and just thought, this is it.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and you're like, wow, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Can I put things in a little bit more different perspective? I don't know, does it?
Yeah, it definitely really helps you appreciate life more than you did before, and you know, it's and that's kind of what, you know, it goes to me starting the Utah Veterans Alliance. So I wanted to re-enlist.
Okay.
But then I decided I didn't want to.
Because your 4 years were up? Is that why you say that?
Yeah, my 4 years was coming to an end.
Okay.
And I had decided that I wanted to not re-enlist. And this is after I had already re-enlisted.
Okay.
So the Commandant of the Marine Corps had already approved my re-enlistment, and there was a new one taken over. And so I had decided to not re-enlist. And so after that, I talked to a lot of my friends. I had a lot of friends go home and take their own lives.
Wow.
And things like that. And when I came,
so unfortunate.
Yeah, and every time I came home on leave, I would always see veterans homeless. You know.
Yeah.
And I'd give them $1 or $5 here and there, buy them lunch, anything like that. But it's like that only goes so far.
Sure.
You know, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I promise you guys, I'm gonna do something.
Tell me what you think about the ones that do have the signs that, you know, former veterans, struggling, need food, need money. Do you believe they're all truth? Do you think some of them are lying about it? Do you ever question some of them?
I think some may, you know, try to be getting benefits.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like, you got to think, okay, so these people, whether they wanted to be there or not, they still signed their name on that dotted line to protect conserve our
Sure.
freedoms.
I'm just thinking of the ones that are saying that. Do you think they are veterans, or do you think they're playing that?
To
try to get
that they're not even veterans.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, stolen valor. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I totally believe that, and that's why, you know, I started this local program.
Okay. Which is the Utah Veterans
Alliance. I want
Alliance.
to move it to nationwide.
Okay.
And, you know, I got buddies that live all over this country, and I know that there's a lot of veteran programs out there, Derek, but there's still a lot of homeless veterans.
Sure.
Why do we still have so many homeless veterans?
So do you think some of them are not really, I guess they have goals, or they say they're going to do something with it and they're not really doing it? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
We don't need to call any of them out, but
we're not going to say any names, but
you can tell me later, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Because I do. Me and my wife, we try to donate to different causes. Some of them are for veterans, and so I want to make sure that my money is going the most. I don't expect 100% of my money goes to whatever. I think people are working and they need to get paid from it as well. But I want my dollar to go the farthest it can go.
Right. Exactly.
So you started this up. what are some of your guys' goals? The Utah Veterans Alliance.
So, and I also decided to start this because of my brother. My brother.
Okay, tell us about your brother.
So my brother served in the United States Army.
Okay.
He was...
Same time you were serving?
No,
okay.
He served before me. He joined like 3 years before I did, so he still had another year when I was in the Marine Corps. But
okay.
Anyway, my brother was in Iraq, Operation Enduring Freedom, or Operation OIF.
Okay.
So I served in OEF, and he served in OIF, Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Okay.
And so my brother, he got a lot worse off because he got blown up 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
All IEDs?
All IEDs.
Wow.
And he saved a lot of his platoon and things like that. But when he came home, and this was when I was in boot camp, I found out. My brother, I was told that he shot himself with his own weapon, with a hollow point bullet. And
while on deployment?
No,
when you got home?
So he got home.
Okay, got it.
After his deployment, and he shot himself, put the gun in his mouth, blew his brains out, and at that time, I went home and saw him because they told me he wasn't going to survive and everything, and that was a eye-opener for me as well.
Yeah.
Almost losing my brother. He survived miraculously.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and somehow he was breathing on the machines.
Yeah.
The machines were breathing for him.
Okay.
I couldn't recognize him anymore. Head was like this big, and
wow.
And then
twice the size.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they said, hey, if he survives, he's gonna be a vegetable.
Okay.
So one night I'm holding his hand, and all of a sudden I start feeling this pressure and this squeezing on my hand, and I'm like, so I called the doctor and I told him to come in, and he just started breathing again.
Oh my gosh.
I pulled through.
That's so awesome.
Till this day, he's had multiple constructive surgeries.
Oh my gosh.
He has, he's blind in his left eye, but he's,
from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's living a pretty normal life.
Okay.
And so he also helped me to really want to make a change,
So what was it? Was it the PTSD that you think led to that?
Yeah, okay. I really do.
From the multiple IED explosions?
Yeah.
Wow.
My brother would always buy 2 cases of beer every time he came home from basic or boot or whatever.
Okay.
And because he was the 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year.
Got it.
So he would always be drinking constantly, and I think that affected him.
Wow.
And so yeah.
He's doing better now?
Yeah, he's doing a lot better now.
So because of that, what made you realize, okay, what way did you want to help from that?
Well, just seeing how much he was affected, and how much it almost took my brother's life.
Yeah.
It really wanted me to get involved. And at this time, I was just, starting out in the Marine Corps, but I was just like, okay, this is something that, it needs to be addressed. But then I was like, oh, there's programs out there.
Uh-huh.
But if there was, how come my brother didn't get help,
Interesting.
And I know that he had told them that he needed help. See, my family, they think that it was his wife that did it, but I know it was him.
Okay.
It's
your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was him, and and so when I decided to get out of the Marine Corps, I just wanted to make a change. I'm like, hey, I'm still here. I've been through some other erratic stuff and near-death experiences, which would take a lot more time to explain.
I'm sure. I want to hear them later, though.
Yeah,
I do want to hear some of those stories.
But I just I wanted to make a change before I leave this earth.
Okay.
Like to,
I love that. I love that idea. Or that mindset, I should say.
yeah. So
what are some of the goals then with the Utah Veterans Alliance? Or what kind of vision do you have for them?
So with the Utah Veterans Alliance, our vision is right now, so we've been helping out veterans that need any kind of assistance around their homes.
Okay.
And basically what we do is we do a nominate a vet. We have them submit their...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we have them submit their, applicant. It's basically kind of like a resume type thing. And we have a board review it. And the board decides, hey, I think we should help this, we should do this. But it's not like any veteran isn't left out. We help out every veteran. We just kind of take each veteran for, which one would be more important to take care of. But our whole vision of the Utah Veterans Alliance, and to be, of course, nationwide, is to get homeless veterans off the street. And we have homeless programs that that they house homeless, but they're more stagnant. I totally appreciate them, but I just think that their way of thinking and their solution hasn't worked. So we want to build heroes houses for veterans, and basically for veterans that are coming out of active military, transitioning.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they, we'd have these transitioning homes, and they're self-sustaining. They would be able to work. They would have resources, savings accounts, and things like that. And I want to do that, spread that all throughout.
Oh, that's great.
And just eliminate, homeless veterans.
That'd be great. I mean, that'd be fantastic. How can somebody nominate a veteran, or if they know a veteran that is in need of help, how can they reach out and contact you guys?
So they can go to our website, or they can email us.
Okay.
They can go to the website, which is www.4 letter R as in Romeo, U umbrella, T tango, vets.org. And that's our website. It's very basic right now, but we're gonna make some changes.
Okay. And I'll list it. I'll put the description of the website in the YouTube and the podcast description, so that people can link up to that.
Okay. Yeah. And my email it's Will W, really easy. Will W at 4rutvets.org.
Okay.
And my number, of course, they can contact me mobile. 801-946-0081.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome. Yeah. So if you guys know a veteran that's struggling or needs help, or the family, I guess, needs help too, dealing with that, please reach out to them. And to help that, you guys have an event coming up.
Yes.
Currently, how is your funding done?
So right now we're raising funds for the Heroes House by doing these events every year.
Oh, okay.
And so what we do is we call local businesses throughout the state.
All right.
And we call residential, of course, and we like to get sponsors and things like that, foundations, businesses, personal, but yeah, it's a tax write-off, so
it's a donation, right?
Yeah, so
most of you guys need more tax write-offs, so why not donate to veterans?
Right, and we can definitely recognize the business or the name. And
awesome.
Any kind of advertisement that if a business is looking to get out there a little more, then we can help them out with that.
Okay.
Advertise with Facebook as well. So.
Awesome. Okay. So you're still looking for more vendors as well?
Yes.
So you have a car show coming up. This is going to be on a Sunday, September 9th, 2018. It looks like it goes from almost an all-day event, right? That's what it kind of looks like. So from 11 to 3, you've got a car show. So that's free. People can come in, check out different car shows. Yeah. And then later in the kind of early evening, around 4 o'clock, you have a concert.
Yep.
So that looks awesome. Kind of looking at the people that are going to be there, and you can get tickets at Smith Ticks.
Yep. Exactly.
So SmithTix.com.
And it's only $12. So
$12. And I'm gonna kind of put it up here, so I'm gonna put it here so the YouTube can kind of see it. Looks like you got some free events for also the free lunch for the first 500 veterans that come. They just got to bring like their.
We're gonna honor and recognize 500 veterans.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, we every year we give them prizes and things like that. So.
Oh, that's really cool.
Last year we give them an AR-15.
No shit.
No shit.
That's pretty awesome.
And Liberty Safe, they donated safe to us, and thousands of dollars and other prizes. So.
Oh, that's pretty. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have booths there. You're gonna have food trucks, different prizes and drawings throughout the day, and then people can also probably donate there as well.
Yep. We will have.
That's awesome.
We'll have volunteers there to help out with that. So.
Well, you've got my donation, my friend. Because, like I said, well, my wife and I, as business owners, we're always trying to get tax write-offs too. But obviously, because I love the military and what they do for us, because our freedoms come from them. Right. Our freedom to speak our mind and our freedom to live where we live in this amazing country. Honestly, I just was talking to some people. Families and individuals literally risk their lives to come here. And some people, they can go almost anywhere. Like they live in very impoverished countries and third world countries and dictatorship countries, and they need to leave, and they can go to England or Canada or other countries, but they want to come to the U.S. because it's the best country. And for those like me and you who were born here, I think sometimes people take advantage or forget that how lucky we are to be here because of the veterans that fight for us to do that. So
and that's why we have our freedoms today.
Absolutely.
It's all about I think that the ones that have served have kind of been pushed to the back.
Right.
And we need to kind of bring them forward and make sure that they're taken care of and see in the future. I'm gonna figure out, why are these veterans, okay, if they don't have any medical records or if they lost them, something like, they're gonna get help,
It's true.
So.
Well, that's awesome, man. I mean, I'm excited for this. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna put it in my calendar. I know my dad will be there because he loves car shows too. So, so that would be awesome. I'm looking forward to this event. So this is gonna be again September 9th. 2018, it's going to be at the Royalwood Plaza, which is close to downtown Salt Lake City area. Anything else you want to say?
No, I appreciate you having me on.
No, I appreciate you and all your service, and to all the veterans. I appreciate all their service. So, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Take care.